You good?
Wait, do I get to do this?
Give it to me. There you have it, folks. Welcome back to Bad Beard's podcast. I am Sam Schneider, Bad Beard. That is right. And on today's episode of Good People, Great Conversations, we are talking to Jason Gupton.
Ahoy.
Jason Gupton is out of Wilmington, North Carolina?
And Rocky Mount.
That's what I said! He's a fantastic stuntman. He's all things jackass and an incredible father and husband. And today, here at Road Atlanta, MotoAmerica, he is my first guest. This is our travel setup. Still all the shit from my basement. And we're getting after it. The sun is shining, but we have an AC behind the couch. So we're
so nice, too.
Chilling. So thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
What are you doing in town?
Oh, just making people fall down, you know.
Okay, so you're here on a show.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you allowed to say what show it is?
I don't even know the name of the show. So no, I can't. But pretty simple scene today. Just a little fight with a baseball bat. I can say that.
Easy.
Yeah.
And so why don't you give our friends your background a little more extensively?
So I grew up like an action sports background, BMX, skateboarding, motocross. That was life. And then slowly got into parkour and did Ninja Warrior for 3 seasons. And first season I went out to LA and I stayed with some stunt guys. And that kind of got me on the path of, oh, this is what I want to do. Because before that, along with the action sports background, for like 10 years, I sold prank and fail videos to TV shows, like basically Jackass style stuff.
Yeah.
And that was definitely helped my end to get in.
That's like nut shots, hitting each other with like big,
rubber bands and weird things.
All the things.
Yeah. And that's been, I got a video camera when I was 13. So that was 24 years ago. And I just went and did America's Got Talent 2 weeks ago to do the exact same.
Oh, cool.
Hitting my buddy in the nuts thing.
Because that's just
nothing's changed.
Right? That's like that's his day job.
Yeah, that's his day job.
And so every now and then you hop on America's Got Talent. You're a full-time stuntman. And that's going well. That's like, I know you're just coming off, we're coming off of a strike.
We are coming off a strike. Yeah, now everything's back in 100. So I love it. Yeah.
What type of, parkour, do you have a specialty in your world or what's?
I've always tried to be just good at everything or good enough at everything, proficient, just so I'm not knuckle pinned into one thing. But I don't really know if I have like a considered specialty. I guess the action sports background would be what I'm most comfortable with. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I think we know your main specialty is just looking so young and handsome.
I do double a lot of kids.
Yeah, because that's what
you cover this stuff, and I'm a kid.
People don't know that if you're on set, if it's a film or whatever, and there's a child actor or whoever, doing something perilous. More often than not, it's either a 40-something-year-old woman or a young, handsome Jason Gupton.
It tends to be that way.
Yeah. Well, today we're here at MotoAmerica, Road Atlanta.
Stop number 3, do it for Dale.
Stop number 3, do it for Dale. I think they just came from COTA. Have you been to any races before? Are you familiar with the series?
No, I've never been to any of these before, so I'm pretty stoked to see it all.
Well, it's got kind of a whole gamut. There's I think 4 or 5 different, cups and series specifically. So there's a MotoGP style, super bikes. There's, baggers, which is the really appealing thing to kind of things we're into. They got them tuned now where they go over 180 miles an hour.
Holy crap.
Dragging knee on the track. I have to be more familiar with what the specifics are, how they have to set it up, but it's got to be.
And they're on road glides, right?
Yeah. Well, and so there's Harleys, Indian's got one in there. I think that's it. It's Indian, Harley. Obviously, Vance and Hines is a team, and people come and set theirs up accordingly. But yeah, I don't know if either the Rocket from Triumph is in it or the Diavel from Ducati. That would be, I guess, their versions of a bagger.
Right.
After we wrap up here, we'll take a walk around and see what it is. But you have a Harley.
Yep, Bagger Daddy.
And we've been on the road together. We went to Richmond that one time.
Yep. Did a fun race there. MVP, fastest lap time.
That was it. We were on the Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman race series for the Rebel 500. Yeah, Rebel Bourbon.
So you've been here, there, everywhere, and as you continue into the stunt field, I mentioned that you're a world-class father, which brings up his world-class daughter. Who is this little hellion?
Rowdy Ryker.
Rowdy Ryker.
She may have just booked her first commercial on the way here, too. I'm waiting to get the second email, but yeah, maybe. So we'll see.
Well, as long as I've known you, to know her it's 2 little peas in a pod. How old is she?
She's 7.
and she's her weight in all things terror and joy. She's a dancer. She's doing gymnastics. She's like
dirt bike, skateboarding, rollerblading, everything that I love to do, she loves to do. So it's easy.
What's a typical Rowdy Ryker, Jason Gupton exchange? What's going on in the backyard?
As soon as we get home from school, it's can we ride the ramp? And I'm like, go sweep it off. And so she'll go grab the broom and sweep the ramp off, and then we'll skate it or whatever. And then that quickly goes to trampoline, and then we end up on dirt bikes is normally how that afternoon goes.
Well, and like, what are her friends think? Like, does she have friends over and they're like just terrified, or they're like, let's play dolls? And she's like, nah.
Yeah. I mean, there's sometimes I have to tell her like, hey, what you're doing, not everyone does that. So kind of like take it down one notch, or at least be prepared that they're not going to be at that level. Some jump right in and they're all ready to go. She did roll it. She has a go-kart side-by-side thing, full cage. And there's a kid over at the house the other day, and it was his first time at the house. And she goes around the corner and catches the edge of the swing set.
Waivers, you got kids
I should have.
Yeah.
And she freaking just tink, 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 just rolled it with him in it. And it's got a 5 point. And it's just, they're upside down. I'm running over to him, flipping it back over. Yeah.
She was thrilled?
Yeah, she was thrilled, I guess you could say.
I guess you can say.
Yeah. The kid hasn't been back yet. He's fine, though. He's fine.
What did mom and dad say?
Mom and dad were totally cool about it. I was scared they might not be, but they were cool. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned the show America's Got Talent. Is there a world where Rowdy Ryker and Jason Gupton have?
Oh gosh, she loves America's Got Talent so much, and she was so happy when she heard that I was doing it. But then she immediately got mad when I was like, "Well, it's not me and you, it's me and Horse." And she was like, "I thought it was gonna be me and you." And I was like, "Well, we got to come up with an act." So like, I love your big dreams. We got nothing to do out there. And she's like, "You'll set yourself on fire, and I'm gonna do a dance behind you." And I was like, "All right, that sounds like that's our deal." So one day, yes, she very much wants to. And so we'll see how this season goes, and hopefully she can go out to LA once and watch everybody and do all that.
Well, and then even as recent as I think maybe a week or two ago, you posted one of her dance recitals, which is, all kids being cute doing their thing, but she specifically rode out on her dirt bike, timed it to the music, kickstand down, and then she's off and into the business. Was that a decision
That was a decision the school actually came to me with.
Oh.
They were like, hey, do you think she would ride her dirt bike on stage? Because no other dancer's done that. And I was like, yep, she totally will. And yeah, the judges love it. Everyone always freaks out just because you don't expect that.
No, that's awesome, dude.
She kind of almost got down this cartwheel to spin kick to get on the bike. Yeah. And that was going to be her outro, but they're like, no, we don't really need that. And I was like, that was such a cool outro. Why would you not? But it's all good. I'm not the dance choreographer.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Until America's Got Talent. And then you're the dancer.
Then I'm the dance choreographer.
She's on fire.
Right.
That would be a thing. How old, I don't know that there's...
The youngest body bird.
Yeah.
without the, what is it called, coming to take her from me?
Child services.
Child services, yeah.
I don't know. Not a bad idea.
I don't know. She does have a flamethrower. Oh, I just bought her this like Harry Potter one that actually shoots fire. And so I do want her to do a stunt where she shoots the fire onto me and then sets me off.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I need a burn too. I don't know if you got yours yet.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I need one. So maybe she lights me on fire.
That'd be perfect.
I'll come by.
We'll do a weekend of it.
So we know your background and all the chaos that it is. And then we hear this child that you raised, but it takes two to tango.
Yes.
Who is the partner in this calamity that is the Guptons?
That is the ringleader of this circus.
Our
wife. Yes. Yeah, she keeps us all in line for sure. Like right now, Riker is sick with strep throat.
Oh.
So Nikki did not get any sleep last night. So, but she's troopering throughout the day. So yeah, super mom for sure.
And she's got a background. She has a salon.
She owns a hair salon here in town. They've been open for.
Let's see your main right now. What are you working with?
Oh, I got a mullet, but it's kind of weird.
She did it though, yeah.
Yeah, she did it.
That's good.
This is a backyard mullet though. This is right before I left for LA. I was like, I need something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one who holds down the fort for sure. That makes everything work.
And the two of you met in North Carolina?
Yep. Yeah, we met high school sweethearts. We've been together 18 years.
Compliments to you.
Yeah. Wait, no, longer than that.
Oh, no, you're in trouble.
Yeah, now I'm in trouble. It's maybe 20. Trying to think. It's a long time.
A long time.
Yeah, it's quite a long time. 19. It's been 19 years. 19 years, yes.
the handful of interactions I've had with her is always a pleasure. She is certainly a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Yes.
And just outside of the family, there's a whole assortment of characters out in Rocky Mountain.
Yes. Yeah. We have a very big. I'm an only child. Nikki has.
Alex is behind the camera over. He knows.
He knows.
He's met a few of them.
Yeah. Extended aunts and uncles who may not be blood, but they are definitely family.
Yeah.
It's a village. You know what I mean? And so. Yeah, they're the best.
And so I've been through Rocky Mountain now a couple times, but it's a small community, a small city.
Yep.
But just like so many other little pockets of places, film studios are moving in. Things are expanding at a rapid rate.
Yep.
So what does that mean for Rocky Mountain? What does that mean for North Carolina, for the way you operate already?
With the new studio that's coming in quite close to my house.
What's it called?
It is called Spring Hope Studios. That will be a huge thing for North Carolina and a huge thing for me to not have to travel.
Yeah.
Like literally, I think my schedule for like the month is it was in Florida, then Atlanta, and then now I'm in South Carolina, back here, and then Virginia. Like it's this thing, and with that gets there, it'll just be North Carolina in like 10 minutes from my house, and so I'll be able to.
Champagne problems, being so busy. I tell you what. Banker must just be so bored just having all these
Playing catch up after that cruise is all it's doing.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Cruise is fun. Yeah, we got to swim with dolphins and all that, so she had a blast.
How'd you do on the belly flop contest?
I did not enter because there was no need for me at 145 wet to enter when there was 300-pound dudes that were out there. Crowd favorite. I was not going to be a crowd favorite. And I couldn't do a gainer. They were like so against. They're like, you cannot gainer to belly flop. And I was like, you took all the fun out. Yeah, so, okay, that's fine.
So as Rocky Mountain continues to expand and develop, and assuming you can call that home base more often,
yep.
What is a typical trajectory for someone in your position? Like when you look forward to your career, obviously you have a network of individuals that you're doing America's Got Talent. You know, you're doing your stunt work, but then equally now you have a foothold at this studio in a different role. What does that look like?
I mean, I've been in stunts now for 12 years. Only over the past 4 years, like getting the opportunities to like assistant coordinate. And so that's where it's put me in the position now with Spring Hope to be able to step in confidently with what they have going on.
Yeah. And so then that would be you kind of liaison between them and your whole world that you've been living in for 12 years.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. That's exciting. Yeah. Definitely excited for you and all the developments out there, and look for all the reasons to go visit you and Rowdy Ryker.
Oh yeah,
and
trying to live the Peter Pan dream. That's it.
I'm with you, man. We're doing. You're actually sitting in my steamy tent right now at a racetrack, so
we're living it.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Well, Jason here has been one of my good friends for a long time at this point.
Yeah.
And so even though we play together from time to time, we did Megalopolis.
Yep.
Are we allowed to talk about that at this point? Like, there's trying to sell it.
Yeah, there's enough stuff out that we can talk a little bit about it, I think.
Yeah, I think Gail shares everything.
Yeah.
Daily.
Yeah. And there's so much stuff like leaked and out about it and all that.
Well, so talk about that. So I don't know if everyone knows the name. I mean, he's kind of a smaller on the totem pole.
He'll get there one day, I think.
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah. He'll work his way up, I think.
I think he did The Godfather.
Yeah, Apocalypse Now, Sleepy Hollow. He did the original. And he did a lot. And yeah, so definitely the most sought after movie he's done because he's been writing it for 30 years, I think. In the 80s, I think, when he started writing it. Yeah, so the movie is definitely super sought after.
So you came in under Buddy Joe?
Yeah, the legend that is Buddy Joe Hooker. Called me to help him. Originally, it was just literally just to come and just do some days, and then it was that to be his assistant and co-coordinator. And so I was like, I love that idea. And so then I was out here for 5 months or whatever.
Yeah.
We got to hire a lot of really awesome people, do some really cool stunts, saw some really wild things. The movie is going to be wild. I'm super excited to see it. I just got hit up the other day. I guess it's getting a whole lot of traction in like different festivals or
I would imagine
markets like that because they got hit up by this PR firm and they're like, hey, congratulations on Mega. If you're interested in a PR person, this is who we've worked with in the past. And it's coordinators that I know really well. And I was like, oh, wow, I never Never thought about getting one of those before.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess it's always like if you're not telling the story, someone else is, and so it's better to control that narrative.
yeah.
Especially as your brand continues to grow, which is super exciting, and happy to play a part in that. I say that because in the long time that I've known you, and all the fun that we've had and continue to have, this is the first time on our couch.
I know.
It will not be the last time.
We've talked about it a few times, but it just hasn't worked out.
And equally, Alex behind the camera, he's done twice. One's made the light of day.
I heard about that other one.
Doing it. I need to actually slow it down like half speed.
So all.
But I'm so grateful for you to come out today, and thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
So part of what I think I was talking to Meg about last night was with this show, because I'm having kind of general topics, general conversations, meeting individuals in a lot of different fields, which is cool and exciting. But for my viewer or someone new to my show, like, what the fuck does he actually talk about? And I think kind of in our world of AI and everybody's like really questioning, is my job going to be, protected, relevant, whatever. What I'm doing with this space, at least, is having real conversations with real individuals, no AI, and it can't be any more real than this. And I don't cut it.
Yeah.
It just comes from A to Z, and it goes out. And so I think that's part of the way I'm going to lean with what I do here.
I like that plan.
And so I'm happy that you were here.
Thank you.
And I'll have you back again.
I love it.
And let's go check out some races.
Let's go watch some racing. I hear them now. They're going.
Woo! That was it.
Perfect.
Yeah, what do you think? So then I come over here. I hit...
It wasn't recording.
Whoops! Stop.
Shit,